comfortably. Not comfortably though, but winning that game 1-0. Okay, welcome guys to the show. Welcome to Volt Sports on Volt 104.3 FM. My name is Godwin and we're going to be talking about Nigeria, the way they played yesterday and other games that happen in Africa and in Europe. And I'm here with the guys, my A team, to discuss all that on the show. Good morning, Nosu. How are you?
Good morning, sports lovers. Good morning, listener. It's been a good weekend of football. It's been a good week of football, but there are some disappointments here and there, and we appreciate the way the Super Eagles play, but they need to put in more effort.
Hey, good morning, John.
Yeah, good morning, sports fans. Welcome to the show. Glad to be here.
Okay, before we talk about the Nigerian game, let's give you the results of the Afcon qualification that happened yesterday. Equatorial Guinea 1, Liberia 0, Mozambique 1, Eswatini 1, Zambia 0, Chad 0, Madagascar 1, Gambia 1, Cameroon 4, Kenya 1, Nigeria 1, Libya 0, Uganda 1, South Sudan 0, Egypt 2, Mauritania 0, Benin 3, Rwanda 0, South Africa 5, Congo 0, Senegal 4, Malawi 0, Mali 1, 0, Uganda 1, Mali 1, Guinea-Bissau 0, Angola 2, Niger 0, and Gabon winning Lesotho. Okay, Gabon and Lesotho played a 0-0 draw. Tunisia 0. That was a surprising result. Tunisia 0 and Comoros 1. Comoros winning away at Tunisia. Then finally Ivory Coast 4, Sierra Leone 1. Okay, let's talk about the Nigerian game. Nigeria winning that game 1-0 against Libya. The first 15 minutes was it was balanced a little bit. The first 15 minutes they passed around, the Libyan team passed around very well, but Nigeria turned up the pace after the 28 minutes and won that game in the second half, John.
Yeah, it was a fair game. I think everybody came at it with their best intents, though in the first half it was almost as if they came out in the first 15 minutes to come and suffocate somebody. But at the end of the day, if they couldn't sustain that level of attack, that level of intensity, that level of work ethic for a longer time, because Nigeria were able to get back into the game and hold on possession, control the game for the best part of the remaining parts of the game. And you call it luck or call it whatever you want, Dele Bashiru got in and got a tap in, and it's 3 points. Simple.
What do you make of that Ego-Avance formation? And Nigeria, we are talking about, we need an attacking play. He played a 4-3-3, even though he played two defensive. I would say, okay, one defensive midfielder and one box, but that Onyeka and Didi. Then he will be in front of them, plus our three strikers. What do you make of so what do you make of the Ego-Avance tactics? Do you think that he did well in his tactics?
When I came into that game yesterday, I told you he's playing a 3-man back, and he didn't agree with me. Hey, let's tell you now, the 3-man back is Ndidi, Ekong, and Kevin Bassey. The rest of the other players can go and play the attacking role. We have a Frank Onyeka playing in midfield. We have the other guy playing in the left back, Olaino playing halfway across the position line. So it was just 3 players at the back. And whenever we have the ball, Ndidi comes forward a bit, leaving Ekong and this guy, Kevin, at the back. So for me, it felt like at least you know how to handle the ball. These players know how to handle the ball. So let them have that freedom of going forward, expressing themselves. But it will be kind of felt like, I don't know how to put this now. He felt like this player is always reserve conscious. He's always reserved. He doesn't want to go. He doesn't want to go into the attacking half. He doesn't want to be that creative because he's playing for the Nigerian side. He's scared that he might lose the ball in credible areas and get hurt by it, and the fan base will definitely crucify him for it. But he doesn't. That he's still scared of the fan base. I would say, my advice to him is go in and enjoy the game, because we saw when Dele Bashiru and Onyedika came in, it was a different game altogether. We had more of the ball. We had more creative passes forward. We had more over the top passes. We had more players running in between defense lines, casting the ball in there. When Awoniyi came in, it felt a bit different because they were crossing the ball all through and it didn't work. But when Awoniyi came in, they started passing in between the lines, which was what they should have done when Boniface was there. If they have passed in between the lines,
Boniface is not a player. It's not a player that actually
goes for the area goals. That's what I'm saying. If Boniface was there and they were passing in between the lines, he might have gotten 2 or 3 goals.
Yes.
But they kept crossing the ball and it was nowhere to be found in the box 18. But when Awoniyi came in, now what he needed to do at that time was cross the ball.
Yes, but they now went
I
out.
think Boniface is a Zesky type of striker, 9.5.
I don't think
he's not.
He is. Boniface is that player for me that he's not a 9, he's not a 10. But when you need him to score goals, he's scoring tap-ins. When you need him to drop into midfield and join the build-up play, you see him there. You get, he's not the absolute nine like Awoni is that coming. Awoni is the, let me say, I would rate Awoni now as the Antonio kind of player. They don't score much goals, but when when they're in between defenders, only their body structure will tell you that they will bully the defenders and get other people to score the goal.
If you're talking about that, what about the likes of Kun Aguero, who scored a bucket load of goals, who didn't camp up front?
See, Aguero didn't camp, but he knows how to. See, Aguero and Kane now are two different kind of players. They outrate them to be together because they drop deep, create the chance, go forward, bury those chances. You get, now you can't compare Aguero's conversion rate to Kane's Aguero's conversion rate. Aguero has more conversion rate because whenever he takes a shot, he's definitely sure the shot is going on target. But Harry Kane, too much of dropping deep. When he takes a shot, he takes, at least if he takes 5 shots, 3 are going off target, 2 on target, which means he has less conversion rate than Harry Kane, than what's it called, Aguero. But for the Nigerian side now, we have a Victor Boniface who has what's it called, more conversion rate, because when he takes a shot, it's on target. But you need him to be in certain places to be able to take those shots, not to cross the ball in. And for me, I felt like crossing the ball in over the top wasn't the right choice when Boniface was there. The choice they went with in the 60th, 70th minute of the game, when they brought in Dele Bashiru, Onyedika, and all of that, felt like that was the same choice they should have gone with. The style of play should have gone with when Boniface was there, because he was always dropping deep with what's it called, Ademola Lookman, creating those chances going forward. Then the thing with me is, I see when they have a clear shot to take, and you see them trying to fake a shot to bring it to the other foot. You're a left footer, fine. I think this guy did it. Ademola Lookman did it twice. Alex Iwobi did it once or 2 times. Victor Boniface did it like countless times. Then Chukwueze own was, oh boy, I felt like cussing at. When I was seeing that, I felt like just cussing. Make I just swear for him, but I know fit. It's good to dribble in the positions bucketing, but at some point you needed a goal. You need to be taking the shot.
Main thing. The same beef I have with Sterling on that too.
If you look at now, if you look at the substitution that Guavon missing, and we needed to score a goal, or because is it a tactical genius for a Guavon?
Now look at it. Raphael Onyedika came in for Wilfred Ndidi. That was when I know that the game was going to go differently. You get. Then when Chukwueze came in for Onyeka, I felt like, okay, you want to play attacking football, which means Ademola Lookman would drop into midfield and create the chance. Then he took out Victor Boniface for Ataiwa Awoniyi. It was 74-minute 3 changes. Let's say he brought in Awoniyi, Raphael Onyedika, and Dele Bashiru, and the game kind of changed from there. He took off when I saw him taking off in the first 60 minutes. He took off Frank Onyeka. I felt this man is trying to do something different. Let's see what he's doing. Then when he took off Ndidi for Onyedika, I lost it. Now you don't have a defensive midfielder in that game. You have Dele Bashiru, you have Rachel Onyedika, you have what's it called, Awoniyi. No defensive midfielder.
Yeah, but then when you know, for me, those substitutions shows his intent. His intent was to get the result yesterday. Simple and short.
Playing a 0-0 draw in Nigeria, and the pass will kill you now.
So it just shows his intent, and then for the boys to go ahead and go and get a result for him too. Kudos to them on that too. Okay. So for me, it shows his intent.
Now, if you look at Eguavon, do you think that he's the right man to keep taking Nigeria forward? The NFF is saying that they are looking for another coach, whether it's foreign or local coach, but they are going to be looking for another coach. But do you think that Eguavon has done enough for him to be the head coach of the Super Eagles? Do you think that he's done enough?
For me, I'm just going to say that, while we look forward to, I'm just going to come out and say it. If the person they are getting is not 10x better than Eguavon, keep him there.
Who do you think we should be bringing? Foreign coach?
Yes, Renard.
Can we pay?
See, don't tell me can we pay. Don't tell me can we pay. There is money to pay the man to deliver the cups we want. So everything has a price. If you can't pay the price to get
the man you want, how many trophies he don't win?
If you can't pay the price to get the man you want and win trophies, then stop pursuing trophies.
The last time Nigeria got
accept your identity as a mid
the man you want to
or
bring
average country.
The man you want to bring in, how many trophies does he has to his name?
Baba, he has more trophies than 4 of your coaches put together.
Yeah, he's coached African sides. How many trophies does he have to his name?
4 of your last coaches put them together, and he has more trophies than them. Simple and short.
Name me a country that has won the Afcon in recent years, and name me the name of their coach. All homegrown coaches. Senegal, homegrown.
Regardless.
Ivory Coast, homegrown.
Regardless.
Algeria, homegrown.
How many of them have won a back-to-back? recently
about even the Renard.
Excuse me.
See,
Under homegrown matches, how many of them were a one season wonder? 2, how many of them have built consistently? 3, how many of them have won it back to back in a couple of let's say 3 years?
I'll give you who has built consistently.
Let's say 3 years.
I'll give you who has built consistently.
But you can't give me who has won it back to back.
No, I want to see it's no,
and see, that's the thing. Simple and short.
Now World Cup. Who has won the World Cup back to back aside Brazil? You can't give me a name of a manager that's even the Brazil itself. I know just not state manager win and back to back because never bomb me them didn't repel 3 pits. You can't give me a name of a manager that has won the World Cup back to back, but yet all the managers are world class. You can't give me a manager that won the Euros, a manager that's won the Euros back to back. You can't give me a manager that that has won the Euros
you
back to back.
You can get a manager that has won the Euros back to back. You can get a manager that has won
the World Cup.
That has won the what's it called now, Copa America back to back. Yes, you can get managers that have won.
You have to call you.
Let's call it what it is. Simple and short.
You see why I go?
If you go to other continents, you can find managers that have done 8 back to back. I remember I said over 3 years, not even 2 years.
No, I'm saying
over 3 years.
Yes,
come on, back to back.
I'm going to the numbers. I'm going to the numbers.
Yes.
You've seen consistent building in Morocco, homegrown coach. You've seen consistent building in Senegal. Who is that? Homegrown coach, won Afcon, still coaching the side to semi-finals and quarter-finals. I think in England, we were praising Southgate for going to 2 Euros finals, yeah? Didn't win it. Finishing 4th in the World Cup 2018. Didn't win it, but he went to 2 Euros finals. In that gap, out of all of that, we were singing him praises.
That's a successful coach, straight up.
That's a successful coach. Then
yes.
The guy that is coaching Senegal, a successful coach. He's a successful coach because Oberebound, he came there. Let's forgive my language now. He came there, he played the Afcon, went to the semi-finals. I think he lost the first semi-finals. And he came back again. He went to the finals, won it. The last edition, he was in the semi-finals. And you tell me that is not a successful coach? He's a homegrown coach.
I just said
he's a local talent.
I just said
Wait, John, I'm coming back to Nigeria. Outside Westerhof. We've been bringing in coaches, different coaches. They've not been getting results, yes?
Who said they haven't been
They've not been getting results because after Westerhof and after all of that, I can't remember the last time we went to any top competition and we won it. Then we brought in
Are you kidding me right now?
Wait, John, calm down.
Are you kidding me right now?
I'm not talking about the Adam Lamboso that is taking under 17 to the World Cup.
Are you kidding me right now?
I'm not talking about under 17. Then they went in and they brought who? They brought in a local coach.
After Westerhof, haven't we won the Afcon?
Steven, nah?
Steven won it.
Now that is what who is Steven?
At the end of the day, now, you are writing Steven's work off if you say after Westerhof.
You didn't allow me finish my sentence.
That's what you said.
No, you didn't allow me finish my sentence. You cut me off guard just to put me on the hot seat.
I'm just telling you what
you were saying.
Come on.
You were saying foreign coach. Now I'm not giving you the potential of homegrown coaches, which means I'm telling you that outside Westerhof, we've not won it from foreign coaches because we've had multiple foreign coaches. Then came Steven, built a side, won the Afcons, went to the World Cups, played well in the World Cups. Though they rig say when they come out us when they pay us with Argentina and Uruguay, we don't say rigging.
That one not be rigging, Baba. Just focus.
Then he played well 3 years. I think 2 years on the job. We saw a pattern.
And what happened?
And we saw he come up for the job and he rest his soul. But we saw a Samson Siasia also go to semi-finals, also qualify for. See, it's not about just qualifying and go there and represent. You see,
at the end of the day,
I'm not saying Eguavoen is the best person to take the job forward, but I'm just saying at the moment now, as we did now, the person who they see, the Messiah in front of the line, now us Eguavoen. But man, I'm just saying, if only he can tweak it a bit. You get, we are not an importing country. We export. If only he can tweak it a bit. The under-17s are doing well. I think Ladin Lamdoto has done well with the under-17s. He's taking the job permanently now up north. If they can get another coach from that setup, get a team from the under-17s, promote them together, it should be a unit that comes from the under-17s. I think we've seen on Awoni, Victor Boniface. Victor Boniface didn't play for the Nigerian age grade. Awoni, Victor Osimhen, and many of them Kelechi Iheanacho, because we saw the yes celebration under Kelechi Iheanacho, we saw a different celebration under Victor Osimhen and all of that. If they could continue to promote this talent from bridge to bridge and bring them to the national team, we would end up qualifying for top competitions. We end up going far into top competition, and I think it's the right time to start getting those coaches in. Even if you want to give Eguavodi, let him know that okay, as you're selecting 26 man, 6 you get any coach you want to get in. 6 after 26, we know we've expected a lot of talent. 6 should be from here.
That's going to be hard. You cannot, because
It's hard.
you know why?
It's hard.
You know why?
Yes,
because we have a whole lot of foreign players that are playing big clubs. They are not even playing.
They're not even playing, and they should be even grafted into the national team self. Yes.
Have you seen Oguleye play? He plays for Rangers. He's an attacking midfielder. I've seen him play. Have you seen Xavier play? These are players that when we see them play. I'm talking about Rangers. So
at the end of the day,
John,
you can talk all you want about home-based player. You can talk from that. You will explain tire. Nothing you want to tell me. At the end of the day, no matter how many integrate into the national team, there is still going to be a class difference in performance. There is still going to be a class difference in mentality. There is still going to be a class difference in productivity out there.
Steven,
let's call it what it is.
Why you go?
Now, no knock to those guys. They are fantastic in their own right. But I'm telling you that if Nigeria are only able to import a fraction of the stars playing elsewhere for other countries, we wouldn't be having this conversation. You come into the national team and everywhere is flush with talent. You look locally, you have people you are progressing up too. There has to be a firm handshake, no doubt. But for me, on Eguavon's job, if the manager that you are bringing in is not 10x better than Eguavon, please let's stick where we are and let's go from there.
When they announced Eguavon as the interim manager, there was something John said. He said, "Get him out. He's not a man." John the para say, nah, John the use his hand to say, give Eguavon the job.
I told you in that conversation when we had that podcast that looking at that, I said it's too early to call it because you are already carrying his placard one game in.
I'm not carrying placard. I'm
you
just
saying. You were carrying his placard one game in. We had that conversation. I said until we see a trend.
I said
yes or no.
I said it's
Did I say until we see a trend? Yes or no?
No,
first.
it's not until see, not be waiting.
Did I not say until we see a trend? Yes or no?
No, I remember say after the first game.
Wrong.
After the first game, I said Eguavon should be on the job. You can't decide from one game. He should be on the job. And John was saying no, he does not want him to be on the job until say John. Then all of a sudden, John said after the second game, I think they drew the second game to Rwanda, and John said ordinary Rwanda Nigeria no fit beat Eguavon out.
Straight up.
That was the second game. Game
straight
2.
Up.
Someone that wants to see a trend after game 2, you want him out already.
Okay, now let's see if there are.
The bottom line on this matter is until we get somebody better than him, he's just going to be the stopgap. And that is not an affirmation on his capacity. No, it's not. It's just statement of facts as it is.
Okay.
Better coach him, please.
Let's see what the NFF is going to be deciding if they are going to be retaining Eguavon. I think if you look at his press conference, I think he loves to take up the Nigerian Super Eagles, but that is not in his hands now. He has to wait to determine if the NFF is going to give him the job or not. Okay, remember guys, we are live on YouTube at Volt FM Sports. We are live on YouTube at Volt FM Sports, and we have comments here. Okay, guys, I can see all your comments. Welcome to the show, Emmanuel and Akletus. Okay, let me read some of the comments. Okay, to me, Emmanuel is saying, I don't know what anyone thinks. Oh, I feel the Eagles did well considering how early Libya stopped playing and started defending and delaying time. Yeah, they almost after the 15 minutes they started playing the defensive game that Nigeria tried. And Ekletus Obi say Ola Aina has managed to look like a Sterling. Please let his brain don't process like that of Sterling. I don't understand why he will always push the ball behind the goal kick line before crossing. He always touches the ball and starts chasing it and he will miss it. Emmanuel Okitbi saying so that change showed he knows what he is doing because Libya was not pressing, so why keep a defensive midfielder?
True.
We have Anekletus Obi saying I don't agree with his starting formation. Thank God Simeon did not gas out. Simeon should have come in as a substitute when the defenders are weak. Awoniyi should be starting ahead of Boniface. Boniface, everybody is because he's playing for Bayer Leverkusen, he should be starting.
If you are going to play the man, then utilize him the right way possible, not be loading in crosses into the box.
Okay, Emmanuel, we say Renard is sound enough to manage the Eagles if they don't want to trust Iguavon. Okay, is also saying that lifespan that flagged Lookman goes off, he could have denied us that win. Oh yes, yeah, okay. Gabriela Monty, welcome to the show. Okay, Emmanuel is also saying as it is now, there is so many players abroad for you to bring in home. For you to bring in home-based players, this is not 1994 and 2000.
Thank you.
And I think to this African football and its officiating should be improved.
Yes.
How can a linesman flag offside on a clear goal? That was a poor officiating.
It was
But
blindsided because
sometimes
I
I've
said
seen it even in English Premier League when before the VAR linesmans get it wrong.
It was nice. I thought he was offside because I saw when he raised the flag.
Yes, he was saying
I said it was offside. But when I looked at the replay, I saw that the person he was flagging off was not off, but the other player was, because Moses Simon was off at the time.
Lukman was on the other side of the pitch.
Moses Simon was at the edge of the defender, while Lukman was in between the defenders. So he felt like they were standing together at the point. And I felt like, okay, fine, he's right. But when I looked at the replay, I said, no, this player ran in. Because immediately I said, yes, now offside, Lukman now offside. Then when I saw that it was just Moses Simon who was offside, and Lukman was just on the blind spot.
And which is why we can't wait to have VAR. Yeah.
We need VAR in Africa because this kind of things, they almost let Nigeria win. Imagine now, what we could be talking on this show is that they denied us goal. We supposed they win this game, but they denied us goal.
That goal was something else.
But that play was
something else.
Sweet.
Wonderful play from Raphael Oyedikachi. He was marvelous sight, lobbing the ball over the top. Beautiful assist, but they had to just take him off him. It was a good game.
Okay. Finally,
I think it was a good one for the guy that plays in Serie A so far.
Okay, finally, Dele scoring that goal, giving Nigeria a 1-0 win. Nigeria winning that game, 1-0 win. Next week we are going to Libya to play the return leg. Let's hope they will not defend. Probably they will attack us this time, and they see what will happen when we go next week to play them. Okay, let's talk about other games in Africa. Interesting game. Let's talk about the big one that happened. Tunisia losing out at home. Imagine Tunisia lost at home to Comoros. A country that we don't even last 5 years we didn't even hear.
That's the thing. Men are working in silence while the spotlight is not on them. Simple and short.
Comoros, Lesotho. There are other countries like Lesotho. Sorry, there are other like 5 of them that recently just Mauritania, I think so. They just came in, and in the last Afcons they came in and showed up. You get countries like this. You start asking yourself, when did they start investing in football? Because 10 years ago they were not there. 5 years ago, you started seeing them make announcements for themselves. You started seeing them come in, and you ask yourself, these countries are coming in to make announcements for themselves. What happened to the other Eastern countries? East African countries keep exporting talents. Here, they don't have talents to bring in and play for their side. We have Tanzania, we have Kenya, we have Rwanda, we have all this Uganda. These 4 countries has been a footballing nation since time. But yet they find it difficult qualifying for top tournaments, except for Kenya. Now, if countries like Lesotho and Mauritania and Comoros is coming in to beat Tunisia, what do you say about their chances of winning the next Afcon?
They are building. When I saw that result, I was actually impressed. Going away to Tunisia, of all Tunisia
after their performance in the last Afcons, I feel like these people will continue to fight to be in the Afcons. At least from there, they will now start hustling to be in the World Cups. But for now, let them continue to just hustle to be in Afcon. Beating Tunisia will be like winning the World Cups for them at the moment, because even qualifying for Afcon already is like winning it.
Yeah, it's going to be a big thing if they actually qualify for the Nations Cup too. Okay, let's talk about the defending champions, Ivory Coast beating Sierra Leone by 4-1, John.
Comfortable win, good performance. Nothing more I can say about it. I expected more from Sierra Leone though. We said it here yesterday. It shouldn't just be a game. You walk quietly into the night. You go into that match. You put in a good performance, and you get something. But clearly, one thing that happens when we talk about the Afcons is once you concede 2, our mentality don't change.
That's the thing.
That's the thing. So they need to work on that and work on improving. For example, we saw it yesterday. Initially, the game plan was come and overshadow Nigerians, and when it didn't work, I must secure the back.
Okay, no. So, if you look at, let's move away from the defending champion and talk about Senegal, because Senegal is another country that they have built steadily. Like you said before, They went to the quarterfinals, went to the
Semi-finals,
semi-finals, then they won it.
they won it.
Then they came to the semi-finals again. They are one of the countries that are consistent when it comes to African football. What do you make of this game? Even though this is Malawi, but
Maybe even Malawi they play ball. I think Malawi has 6 of their players playing in the championship in England. 6 of their players playing in the championship. I think one plays for Derby County also. And we have a side like that playing against the Senegalese side who's been on the top. Because when you talk about African football in recent years by FIFA ranking, you see Senegal and Nigeria on the top. You get, and these players have not they're not giving you time to rest. They're not telling you we'll just rest now, maybe we'll continue later. They've been firing. They don't want to let the rest. They don't want to sit back and say, okay, since other people are, let them catch up. They want to still be ahead of every other team. I think it's just the work ethics from the coach, and whenever he invites his players, they are coming straight to his place. Same thing that this my man is complaining at in Cameroon. Eto, he said when he invites a player to the camp, he sends a message to the club, but the players come in and they don't report to camp. They go somewhere else to camp. Okay, so this, I think he's giving them a clear message. You come in late to camp, you're fine. You do this, you're fine. You do this, you're fine. So whenever they come, their head is straight. They know that whenever they are coming to camp, their head is straight. They're in the right place to go in and win a game, and it's like a war for them. They want to win every match and they want to fight for every ball, and it's a good thing to see for them.
Okay, remember guys, we are live on YouTube at Vote FM Sports. Okay, I'll be opening the phone lines for you to call us to tell us what you think about that Nigerian win yesterday. That game ended 1-0. Call us and tell us if Gabon should stay or should we be getting another coach. Or tell us about the game. What do you think about the game yesterday? Hello, good morning.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Good
Name and
morning.
location, please.
Happy weekend to you guys.
Happy
Yeah.
weekend.
To you.
My name is Frederick from Ogola.
Okay, Frederick from Obala. For what do you think about yesterday's game?
Pedro.
Sorry, Pedro. Sorry.
Yeah. That yesterday game was very intense, and my man was just beating until the end of the game because in the first half, I thought Nigeria would score like 3 to 4 goals.
Mm-hmm.
But it's obvious now that African football is not like Europe football. Team that is in 100 and something position in the ranking.
Yes.
Be competing with the team that is in top 10. So Nigeria should just take it serious whenever they are playing low-rated country. And for Gabon, I don't think he's the man to take us to the place we want to go.
Okay.
His status is not good, and he's just what he's doing is that anytime they want to play match, he just carry players, tell them to go to the pitch, play anything he wants, and get the result. That is what he's doing. You have to have that before you play football.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Now he's mentioned it. It's been a while. I've remembered Nigeria winning a game 3-0, scoring 3 goals in a match. It's been a very long time.
When you have a Ganotro who plays an attacking football but doesn't have creative midfielder,
They have enough attacking powers to just.
That's what I'm saying.
Games.
Then you have a Ganotro who plays an attacking football but doesn't have a creative midfielder. You have a Pesero who is too defensive because he learns most of his things from Mourinho's rule book.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. God bless.
Good morning. Name and location, please.
It's Bishop from Transeco.
Okay, Bishop. What do you make of Nigeria's game yesterday?
John and Nodo.
Bishop, good morning, Bishop.
Good morning.
That is part of it. But the argument part and all that, yeah, that is pure football. I don't want to talk Nigeria. I don't watch Nigerian football.
Okay.
I don't watch the match, so I can't comment. I can't make an observation. I didn't watch the match. Understand?
Okay.
I don't follow them or that. But Eguavon is nothing. It's not there. Don't even go there. Eguavon is a good that took Nigeria to one Nations Cup. They won all the 3 group matches, but he failed when it matters.
Yes.
You can remember the particular tournament.
Yes.
Yeah.
Africa for more than.
Yeah.
So sometimes you don't see technicality and tactical in game. I'm sorry. They need to have watched, because I watched that particular one I'm talking about, that Nations Cup.
Mm-hmm.
He knows to team early qualified from the group. Then they are the end of the first leader. That was why they qualified. He faced them after winning your 3 matches. He failed against them. He has done it like even the last one, before this one now he's taking up. I think that he's part of the NFL, not like they're employing him to come and coach the guy. He's one of them. He's just like, okay, okay, please deal with them for now. We are not because they are working for them. That's what he's doing. Not like he's coming or he's going. No, we are here. So okay, just go and do this now. That's how I'm doing. Then again, I want to talk about Libya. You know, sometimes why is joy for football? I'm getting somewhere. It's not like sometimes the team moves are not good or are bad. No. That's why some of us love football. When Lille can beat Madrid, when Aston Villa can beat Bayern, when Aston Villa can beat City, when Leicester can beat City, those things you know they are bigger than you know. And the team believes them. That's why you're not 100% sure. That's football for you. Understand? That's why sometimes when you see a team, that's where tactical football comes in. Even you play before, you know someone, you see the people, they are different people. But what are we going to do to beat them? It will be a discussion inside it to you. You guys will discuss about it. We are not going to do this to see how we do it. Tactical football. Because you want to beat someone you clearly know that is better than you. You have to divide the miss. Sometimes that your miss may fail you because they may beat you and beat you without your sometimes it will work for you. That is tactical. Understand? So sometimes it's not that they are bad. That's why when you beat them, you'll be happy that you beat the team that is better than you. It can happen. That is for. That is why you cannot predict it 100% because you don't know what the opponent is coming from. My point is that they lost at home doesn't mean that that's bad. I didn't watch it too. Sometimes when you watch games and you see that they perform poorly, I refer you back to Man U Crystal Palace. The first game I have watched Man U play, the first for me, the first, but they didn't win that match. They played very well, dominant for attacking the ball. He hit the cross pass wide. He's very attacking and dominant for the play. Have you seen it of them? The energy, because now I want it, they don't have the energy to play 15 minutes. For now, they don't have it. For that game, I was surprised. A team that they have struggled to beat. But they didn't win that game. It doesn't mean that they are performing poorly. That's why I love to watch the game. You know if they lost the game because they performed poorly, or they lost the game because luck was against them, or they draw this game when they are supposed to win. There is no afterwards. Come on, this guy should have won. That is a big, very, very important to see where to win, but it didn't happen.
Okay. All right. All right. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you, sure.
Okay, let's talk about the final game before we move to today's fixtures. South Africa winning that game comfortably, 5 goals to 0 against Congo. I don't know, but South Africans are doing well.
No. See, when you look at it now, people are talking about televised league and promoting their players. When you have the talent, you have the scouting team. You definitely know how to scout better players. Pesitao doesn't play in the Premier League. He doesn't play in the South African League. He plays where? He plays in. I think there was a time he went to what's it called, Brighton to play. But now he's leading the side. I felt like I watched him one season in Brighton where he was one of the next rated players, but he didn't meet his potential. And now he's playing for Al Ahly in Egypt. Now but whenever the South African teams wants to call a player, he's there to captain the side, and he's a good player to call out for. And I look at him and I say, okay, fine, he's a creative, because we saw him in the last Afcons. He's a creative midfielder. He scores goals. He creates chances for other players to score.
Okay, on today's fixture, when it comes to African qualification, today is Guinea is playing Ethiopia and Morocco is playing Central African Republic. Tomorrow is Burundi is playing Burkina Faso and Kenya will be playing. Okay, to just tomorrow, one game tomorrow, just Burundi and Burkina Faso. Okay, that's all for the Afcon qualification. Okay, let's move over to Europe because the National League happened yesterday too. So I'm going to give you the results. Then we'll talk about some of the games. Okay, let's take this call first. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Name and location, please.
My name is Udoye. I'm calling from Ebonyi State.
Okay, Udoye from Ebonyi State. Okay, what do you make of Nigeria's game yesterday?
The game was nice, but disappointing. Yes, because imagine Libya. We are saying that Libya played a defensive football. That's why Super Eagles could not penetrate. It took us 86 minutes before we could get the long goal that gave us that 3 points. Well, I don't know what we will do if we play against countries like Italy, Germany, and the rest who have better defense. Because I see the coach as clueless. Yes, Gabon is clueless. I've known him for a very long time. Even in his playing days, I followed Super Eagles in his playing days. He's part of the weak link in the Super Eagles defense then. Yes. Imagine, you remember 1994 World Cup,
Okay.
the goal that Argentina scored against Nigeria in the group stage. It was from a Guabon's wing. Canija ran in from his wing and got that goal. The goal that took us out in the round of 16 against Italy. Yes, Roberto Baggio equalized at the dead end of the game, but the penalty that they used to win that game, it was a Guabon that caused that penalty. So I have known him. He's not a tactical man. Like somebody said earlier, he will just put the boys there, go there, show your talent, make sure we win the game. He doesn't have that technical ability to control a team.
So
Imagine playing a game against Libya without a clue. Okay, look at Rwanda. We played, you know, Rwanda we played 0-0.
Yes.
Yes.
draw.
Uh,
Yes. Look at Rwanda. Okay, what did Benin Republic do to them? 3-0. 3-0. That shows you that the coach had a clue of what to do to penetrate his opponent. But the Guabon has no clue.
but you forgot. But you forgot that the same Benin Republic lost to Nigeria in that same games, in those opening games as well.
Benin Republic lost to Nigeria
Mm-hmm.
at Uyo
Yes.
because Nigeria have classed them. Nigeria have classed them in terms of. Imagine the talent in Super Eagles squad. Imagine so much talent. All the 23 players in camp are integral part of their various clubs in Europe. All
Yes.
the 23 players, they are integral part. Not just that they are starting in their team. They are important players to their club. You don't have a coach that can harness these players and perform what you want to perform. You are telling us Libya plays defensive game. Imagine Libya. How many of their players play outside African shores?
okay, thank you very much
See,
about that.
but see, the thing is, because we see teams pack the box, and we crucify the coaches, it's not supposed to be so.
Yeah, but it's a
Because
valid point
no,
too
see,
from him
see,
that we should be winning games more comfortably than we are, and that when we get to bigger opponents, we are definitely going to struggle, and it's a valid fact.
Remember, there was a Pesero there at some point.
Pesero was too defensive there.
See, but this man now has a team that helps him arrange his side.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, gentlemen. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Name and
Morning.
location, please.
My name is Sonia Pichari, coach of Sapopri.
Okay, what do you make of yesterday's game for Nigeria?
I'm hearing you. Hello?
Yes, I'm hearing
Yeah,
you.
we
Yes,
can hear
continue.
you.
Nigeria did well. It's not the of the team. I think they made that position.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Okay, look now. How they are Nigeria? Let me tell the truth. How they are Nigeria to get a draw? And it's a hope for them. How they are Nigeria to win them? They can't Nigeria to defend properly from first 30 to 90 minutes. And it's what they did. But see that the team I'm going to draw. I get the here. This year I'm about Cameroon or Ivory Coast for Senegal. This is something will happen. I'm telling you honestly, this is something that happens that will happen because they came to defend properly. You see how they organize their defense? They don't come to that. Because they are not. No one can defend. They make defense properly. You see how they delay? The keeper will not fall down, delay up to not.
Yes.
15 minutes. For Ghana.
10 to 15 minutes, quoi.
I know a Gabon is a local coach. They are already not good. But not try. Work for him.
Okay.
Work for him properly. Change it for change it because if you look at the ball that moment that Sunday, you see the on our because Oboy will drive on after there.
almost like on a he was shivering in that instant. Even big man helped him the player, made a free to score one goal. And what they did, they scored one goal.
Okay.
Yes, some people know, I know that everybody has a time for his opinion. But they should not decide him go and don't do this, commit foul, commit this, do this. No, they must try. If they can give him chance on Nigeria, they should give him chance to catch this like that one, go far. So far, the player has robbed him so much. The player has robbed him so much. They go to carry on. But they can't come away like they are not making however card and
Okay.
They come to that go. Maybe coach Pataji a game off, man, because Nigeria have talent. We have talent.
Yeah, we have talent. Yeah.
Yeah. No one dying there. Thank you very much.
Thank you
Thank
very
you very
much.
much.
Thank you.
Okay, when you let's move on to the national league matches in Europe. Games happened yesterday, and I'll give you the results of few of them. Hungary and Netherlands played at a 1-1 draw. Van Dijk got a red card, and the last 10 minutes of the game. Turkey winning Montenegro 1-0. Ukraine 1, Georgia 0. Germany winning Bosnia 2-1. Slovakia and Sweden played at a 2-2 draw. Iceland and Wales played 2-2 draw. Czech and won that game against Albania. Okay, let's talk about the Germany game because Germany scoring 2 goals, winning that game 2-1, and Havertz scoring a lovely outside shot. What do you make of that? What do you make of the games that happened yesterday, and what do you make of this particular one against Germany? Germany winning that game 2-1 also.
Zeko coming in to score as in fighting for a comeback. Please tell me, age is just a number. These players have been there, they've done that. They are going to be they will continue to do that. You get it felt like Germany has already won the game. They were even finding a way to get more goals. But I think Serge Gnabry scored a goal and was ruled out for offside. But that in that moment, I felt like these people should have come out, and they did come out to get their equalizer. And Dzeko scored the goal, and they kept on playing. And it was like towards the last 20 minutes of the game, we saw a Bosnian side boss a German side. It's never happened before, and they were finding what they were looking for was an equalizer,
Which never came, by
which
the
never
way.
came because they just got one of those goals, and all thanks to Edin Dzeko, and they continued to hit on the German weak point, and Rudiger kept on making those errors that he kept making, and it could have cost them.
Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
We start first college.
Okay.
Welcome.
What is your name and location?
Coach Udinda, Stanford.
Okay.
Calling for the Enugu.
Okay. What do you make of Nigerian games yesterday?
First of all, somebody speak Igbo. I'll say he's very sorry. Why now? Are we not in our house?
No, I was apologizing for two people that wasn't listening. That
You should not repeat yourself, please.
okay.
You should not be apologize for speaking your language.
Wait, I understand you, but some people are still watching us from YouTube.
We have a YouTube viewers that don't understand, so I have to apologize to them and correct.
You should not apologize.
Okay.
So, talking about our coach, he did very well. Because anything that is coming to play Super Eagle must do his homework very, very well. Because, if you don't do that, you go to the patch. And remember, our top 9 is not there. Awodi, coming Osimhen, because he's a nightmare to every defender. So, you should give that man support. You know, he has faced before several times, but with the coach that is backing him up, similarly Selishuko and the other man, they should also help him to do the work very, very well. They should give that support. Really, he has a lot of talent, but what matters most is if the players are willing to play, they will give you results. But if they are not willing to play, they can't do anything. So just encourage them to play and give out their best. So everything. You can see the hungry there yesterday.
Yeah.
Before they will just play draw and go. But you can see the fighting spirit in them. Everybody was doing very well. So, but we keep on. I think we're going to their own house, right?
Yes.
Yeah, no problem. Let's just go and get the result.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, if you look at today's fixtures in the national UEFA Nations League games that's happening today, I'll give you some of the games that big games. Croatia is going to play in Scotland. Portugal will be going away to Poland. Serbia is playing Switzerland. Spain will play Denmark. Cyprus will play Romania. Belarus will play Northern Ireland. Okay, that's most of the games that's happening today in the UEFA Nations. Let's talk about the defending champion. Are they the defending champion? Spain versus Denmark is going to be a big game. Or should we talk about the Portugal game because of Ronaldo? Okay, let's start with Ronaldo because Ronaldo na big man way in B now. So Poland versus Portugal. What do you make of that game? What will happen
What
in
do you
that
make
game?
of that game, John? Because as you just score Portugal now, John, that laugh now. No talk about this guy. No talk about this guy. What do you make of that game, John?
But I think Portugal should be winning that game. They
It
have
should-
Lewandowski
see.
and Lewandowski versus Ronaldo.
I keep stealing my thunder
Okay,
now. Fine.
all right. Continue with your thunder.
No.
Continue with your thunder.
Is it the name Ronaldo they had John to pronounce? John, see until you understand that this man is one of the goats. If you keep talking about goats, the list of goats plenty.
I disagree. There's only one goat.
The list
Simple
of
and
goats
short.
plenty. There's a Pele, there's a Maradona. You won't take those off the list of goats. Goats, greatest of all time, plenty. It can't be just one. Your generation, I go determine who be your goat for your generation. Because there are people that will tell you that Ronaldo, what's it called, is one of the goats. In their generation, he was a goat. So I feel like this game is going to be a game that you will see a different generation of talent. The Portuguese side, we've seen a young boy who's coming in from, I think from what's it called, Lisbon as well, saying what Ronaldo told him last the last international friendly helped him grow himself into the national team. That it's going to take a lot of time, it's going to take a lot of work, it's going to be stressful at first, but when you learn to manage yourself, your exercise, your diet, and all of that, it will help you grow in the side. So I think for that guy now, he sees Ronaldo as a role model. Many other players are seeing him as a role model. But this game is going to be not about Ronaldo and Lewandowski. It's going to be, for me, it's going to be about the next talents that are coming into the game, into the side. For Poland, we have a lot of players that will come in and bench Lewandowski. I'm not saying bench them as in they deserve to, like they are better than, but that if these players leave at the moment, do they have players that would come in and replace them? For Poland, I've seen 2 or 3 players. I won't put up their name now. But in Portugal, I have not seen any of those players. Rafael Leão is not that player.
Why do you have this personal beef for
Rafael is not that player.
Let's take this final call before we continue with this Portuguese game. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Name and location, please. Okay, Ike, what do you make of that Super Eagles game?
Yesterday, I've seen that I don't do anything. And the last one are talking of players not willing to play for a coach. And it's a real change. I don't say anything that you will not decide not to go to World Cup. I was telling you that the Super Eagles, new players, full Super Eagles, going to World Cup is matching to them. I don't understand how people say that they are willing not to play. They're not willing to play. How can you come and talk like that? It's the only thing that they never get a good coach. That is the problem they are having. Don't tell me that they don't want to. And the person said that he's a coach. I supported your team. I'll tell you the truth.
All right, it's his own opinion. Everybody has his own own personal opinion. Okay, no problem. Thank you very much.
Nobody appointed themselves, man. Nobody.
But do you think that who do you think that is going to win that game? Poland and Portugal. Do you think that Ronaldo can keep scoring?
It's hard to call because from the predicted lineup I'm seeing here, I think this check will be getting on the score sheet. Rafael Leão, I still have a personal beef with him, but I keep asking myself, what is Bernardo Silva's job on the Portuguese national team side?
His job is to create chances.
And how many big chances has he created since he started playing?
He's created several. Like
he's not created any big chance for Portugal ever since. See,
big chances is relative because a big chance for you may not be a big chance for 90% of football fans. So
since
you can, in your own right, call him that he's not created a big chance using your own yardstick, but using the general yardstick.
The general yardstick now I use.
You know, use general yardstick.
Okay, let's get
waiting Bernardo to do for that team.
Let's get a prediction for that game.
Let's
get a prediction for that game.
Let's just say both teams to score.
So it's a draw. Okay, John, let's get a prediction for that game.
You know, it's fine. It's fine.
John, let's get
the both teams will score now, definitely. The both teams will score, but I don't want to talk about the phone line.
Portugal to win. Okay, Spain is playing Denmark today. Spain are the Euro defending champions. They won that cup this summer when they won that game in the finals. Okay, but they are playing Denmark today. What do you make of that? Do you think that
Spain winning it 2 or 3 goals to the good?
They are going to be in Denmark.
Yes.
They've given him number 10 jersey for Spain, which means he's coming up top in that game. So he's going to get the results that Spanish side needs. He's going to lead the line good.
Okay, tomorrow, in the UEFA National League matches, England is going to be playing tomorrow, and England is going to play Finland. And the two big games tomorrow is Norway and Austria. Okay, let's stay with the English team first because them losing against Greece at home. Now they are going away to Finland. The league will still be there, at least after tomorrow's game. But do you think that he's going to try that experiment again? He's not going to try. I'm going to try striker this time.
If me I be Lee, talk wetin you wan talk. My experiment is my experiment. I will try it until it works. That's what makes a good coach. If it doesn't, like we keep saying, if it doesn't work, try it again. Try it again. Keep hampering on it. Every tactics comes with a flaw.
That's what makes an amateur coach. You keep trying the same dumb stuff, and
see,
you keep getting a terrible run of results. For me,
see,
I'm hoping
saying
that he has learned his lesson and that he's going to play the standard team the way they should play, and he should put out a good team against Finland, because anything other than that, you might not have another 21 job to fall back to. And if you lose that job, you might not have any other coaching job to fall back to. Just calling it as it is, simple and short.
John is saying you can't keep repeating something and expect a different result. You have a strike. See, you have a credible side. I'm just saying the side lacked what the strike lacked yesterday on the other game was not a striker. What the side lacked yesterday or the other day was a holding midfielder, because whenever they lost the ball, there was nobody in the midfield tracking back to help the defense line.
Okay, let's get a prediction for that game. Finland and England.
It's going to be tough, but England is going to win it.
John?
If Casley plays the same thing he plays, he's going to lose the match.
He's going to win it, but a big one today.
Simple and short.
Croatia and my boy.
Leave your boy alone.
My boy.
Austria and Norway. Austria and Norway. Who is going to be winning that game?
Back in Austria because of Ralph.
Ralph Ragnick.
My guys are going to,
Okay, let's see. We are going to have a whole lot of games happening everywhere. When you come to South America, they played one game in the night, early in the morning. Peru winning Uruguay by 1-0. It was a surprising win. Peru winning that game against Uruguay. That happened in the night today, to about 2 a.m. in the night. So
yes.
That match was played by 2 a.m. They used to play their games in the night when we are sleeping. Okay, this is how we're going to end in today's show. Thank you for joining us. And thank you for all the people that join us on our YouTube channel. Remember, we are live Monday to Saturday on YouTube at Both FM Sports. Have a lovely weekend of football, and we'll see you on Monday. Bye for now.